Suene la campana del box TV Azteca, la cadena más perrona, controlando Misión Texas. Llegó para quedarse, que nadie se parezca, los primeros haciendo historia, que se quede en tu conciencia.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to this official meet and greet conference here having with my good friend, my partner, Mr. Dennis Hobson from England, who flew down here to join us to make some special announcements, some projects that we're working on. And also, first of all, to thank our sponsor, CrossFit, for allowing us the opportunity to use this beautiful facility here. If you've never seen it, you need to come by here, join for the ultimate workout experience, CrossFit Brownsville. You know, Mr. Dennis Hobson, world-renowned international boxing promoter, has had multiple world champions. A lot of you probably know Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton fought Floyd Mayweather in Las Vegas. What a great boxing atmosphere. I've been to numerous boxing events in Vegas, New York, all over the world, but never had I experienced what I experienced in Vegas that night. This man here next to my left here, one of the best in the business, if not the best. So I'm gonna let him say a few words, talk about a project that we have. Mr. Dennis Hobson.
Thank you, Julio, and may I say it's a pleasure and honor to be here finally in Texas, Brownsville, Texas, and I must say that everybody who I've come into contact with has made me feel so welcome, and so there's a lot of positive energy here. But what struck me very quickly is the prospects and the potential here, and where I'm from, Sheffield in England. You know, we produce many fighters, but we saturated in a very small market, and obviously the UK is one of the leading brands in boxing as regards what we develop. But sometimes politics gets involved in boxing, and Julio and myself have spoke together for maybe 15 to 20 years about developing together a world champion, and we almost did it with Sergio, who's from Brownsville.
He's from Brownsville, yes.
And I'm taking back, to be honest, how all your fighters here, how they conduct themselves. They've got a great positive energy, and they're very I don't know, disciplined, and you can see they're focused, and I feed off that. And I can guarantee you one thing, that when myself and Julio and Joe get together, we are going to produce meaningful world champions from this area. There's some talent here, and it's untapped, but the timing is fantastic. What these two guys next to me have done has been fantastic, but I believe we're going to take it to the next level and maybe use my experience as well and bringing something to the party, because everybody who comes and eats at the table, everybody's got to feed from our table. We've all got to bring something to the party. I'm looking forward to getting started, and I've just spoke to Johnny on the end about a prospect of a fight, what we're going to bring in maybe October. And we're talking about, we've been putting things together while we've just been cruising in the car about maybe the US versus the UK, as well as having some meaningful titles on the bill as well. So it's going to be quite exciting. We're not just going to bring boxing to Brownsville, we're going to bring theatre, and it'll be enjoyable, and we're going to make some great memories together.
So we're also talking to Dennis and his team on bringing the UK versus USA, or STABA, which is an amateur program. All right, so Eddie Garcia, the STABA president, we've been in communication with him. So that is on the horizon for October in the amateur world of boxing. So we're working the details out, and we'll release that very soon, which has never been done here. So we're the first to bring that here. So our team is working with Mr. Dennis Hobson to bring that effectively to South Texas. And big thanks to Mr. Eddie Garcia for making this smooth process. So we'll see that here in October with the pro event. We're going to also have an international amateur event as well in the morning.
And I also would like to take this opportunity to invite everyone to our next boxing event, July 6th, here in Brownsville at the Jacob Brown Auditorium. It's going to be a July 4th extravaganza. Fireworks would definitely be in play there, like at the park. Literally, there'll be fireworks. All these fighters, you know, they always put on a great show. I want to just invite all the RGV fans and thank them for their support because they're always there supporting us. I thank all our sponsors for, you know, making it possible. But I also want to piggyback a little bit of what Joe said. The UK versus United States. The amateur portion is going to be during the day, but in the evening, we're going to have a team from the UK that Dennis is bringing versus a team from the USA that we're going to put together.
Come on, the Brits.
Come on, the Brits. Come USA, and it's gonna be like a competitive matchup, like a Ryder Cup atmosphere. Like if you like golf, Ryder Cup USA versus the international team. That's
Very
what
competitive.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be like that. There's gonna be 5 fights, so there will be a winning team. So somebody might win 3-2, you know, 4-1, whatever. We want it to be competitive. But it's going to be a great atmosphere, and the winning team will get an additional bonus, you know. So
A suitcase full of money.
A suitcase full of money for the winning team. The British have said they're going to take it with them. The
Yep.
United States, you know how we are. We're not going to let them take it that easy. We're going to fight for it. Okay, but it's going to be a great atmosphere, and it's going to be brought to you by, obviously, by Dennis Hobson Promotions and Marina's Promotions, Mid-Valley Boxing Academy. We're going to make it happen. We take a lot of pride in the events that we put together. We want to thank each and every one of you for being here.
It's yet to be, the paperwork's got to be done, but we've been putting this fight together while we've been cruising, like I say, in the car. And it will be for a meaningful title. And it's James Wilkins, who Johnny has fought before, and was on the wrong end of a controversial decision in Madison Square Garden. So I think that's a must, and what we'll get would be the added attraction of Roy Jones coming down to town as well. For me to be involved, and I really appreciate, and it's built out of our friendship, mine and Julio's, and now I've got a dear friend in Joe as well. We're going to do some great things together, and I might need a 6-month home down here.
Definitely. It's going to be a 10-round fight, right?
No, maybe 12.
Well, 12. It's going to be a world championship. Yeah. So, you know, Johnny fought him in a very close fight in New York, Madison Square Garden. So now we're bringing Madison Square Garden here. So he's going to need the support of all his fans here from the RGV, from Brownsville, because Johnny feeds off that energy from the support of the people, just like all the fighters here. You know, they feed off the energy from the fans screaming for them.
Not everybody's got a straight path to a world title, and it's been, you know, I've been thinking about that, and those of you that know my story, you know, I've had a lot of curveballs thrown at me. So I think that as a professional athlete, we all have a plan, but then there's God's plan and God's timing, and I feel this is a perfect timing for me to stand out and really show the world what I'm all about. So I'm going to take this opportunity and run with it, and I'll see you guys here first on July 6th. I'm not going to overlook that opponent, and then I'll see you guys in October.
I also wanted to mention that our good friend, or Sammy's real good friend, Rayo Valenzuela, who's fighting Pitbull Cruz in August, I believe, right, Sammy?
Yep.
After his fight, he said he would make his way down here for all his South Texas fans.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, you know, beyond, y'all don't have any other questions, we will end this. You know, we can sit down and talk to anybody. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Suene la campana del